It's been quite a while since I posted on here, and the reason why is because my wife and I recently had a newborn baby girl. Aww. And she's just our tiny little bundle of joy who definitely makes it a little hard to sleep at night. But now that I have a child of my own, I've definitely been even more focused on building wealth over the long term because I'm not only needing to provide a comfortable living for myself, but also my small family. So with that, I wanted to go over a handful of ETFs that I'm going to continue investing in over the next few decades that will help supercharge my portfolio into the millions. Starting with the first one, which has always been one of my favorites for a while, and it's not a Vanguard or a Schwab ETF, it's actually a Fidelity ETF. And in my opinion, I think Fidelity funds are often overlooked and tend to be very underrated. So this is FTEC, FTEC, or the Fidelity Information Technology ETF. Now, FTEC is pretty self-explanatory. It tracks the MSCI Information Technology Index. So this is a passively managed ETF and very closely replicates the performance of the underlying index. It's also very comparable to Vanguard's VGT, but what makes it ever so slightly better than VGT is that its expense ratio is lower, only by about 0.01%, but still lower nonetheless. And it's also not a very new ETF. It's been out since 2013 with a pretty good track record in terms of performance. It has a 10-year average return of 22.35%. Now remember that this is a sector ETF, so very concentrated, of course, on those large cap software and semiconductor companies that tend to fall pretty aggressively in any typical market drawdown. So that's definitely something to keep in mind of with this ETF. But this fund is perfect for that long-term high growth investing, and in my opinion, will continue to provide significant returns and help your portfolio explode in growth over multiple years. Shifting gears now to the more value and dividend side of things, this is also a Fidelity ETF called FDVV, or the Fidelity High Dividend ETF. Now, I like to compare dividend ETFs to Schwab's SCHD. And the reason why is because SCHD typically tends to always be the most popular dividend ETF, despite there being a few better alternatives out there, including FDVV. It does have a slightly lower dividend yield at 2.86% as opposed to 3.6% for SCHD, and it also has a slightly higher expense ratio at 0.15% as opposed to 0.06 for SCHD. But despite those two less ideal metrics, it continues to outperform SCHD year over year. If we look at the 5-year chart for both ETFs, as you can see, FDVV completely outperforms SCHD by over 45%, with dividends included. Another thing I really like about FDVV compared to other dividend ETFs like SCHD is that it holds a lot of those mega cap dividend paying growth companies that have been extremely consistent in terms of both dividend growth and capital appreciation. For example, Broadcom, which is number 4 in its list of holdings and one of my favorite dividend paying growth companies, has been paying out a dividend for 10 years plus and has also been increasing its dividend year over year. Now, this is a company that was fairly recently removed from SCHD's portfolio. So all in all, I do think FDVV is much more superior to other dividend ETFs, and I really do think it's one of the best ETFs to have in your portfolio, especially long term. Number 3 has always been one of my favorite growth ETFs as well. This time, it's not a Fidelity ETF, rather a Vanguard fund called the Vanguard Mega Cap Growth ETF. Now, MGK, not to be confused with Machine Gun Kelly, is similar to FTEC in the sense that it's holding quite literally the largest companies in the world, a lot of them being software and semiconductor companies with a very concentrated portfolio of only 70 holdings. Now, what I really like about MGK2 is that it doesn't just hold mega cap companies just because they're big. The index that it tracks focuses on companies with growth characteristics, or companies that expect to grow a little bit faster than the broader market. So with that comes very impressive returns. Its 3-year total return is 121%, ever so slightly beating out both the QQQ and SCHG, two of the most comparable ETFs. And with it being a Vanguard fund, it's very cheap to own. Its expense ratio is only 0.07%, and it's also very large and mature. Its total assets is around $32 billion, and the fund itself has been around for almost 20 years now. So I think MGK is just another rock solid high growth ETF that I believe will also supercharge your portfolio into the millions. And I'm of course going to continue investing into these 3 ETFs because I really do believe that they will altogether help me build a really strong portfolio that just grows into that multiple $1,000,000 range. And of course that might take multiple decades, but that's kind of the beauty of investing, is it takes a lot of patience and consistency over many, many years. So let me know what you guys think of these 3 ETFs and whether or not you would buy and hold them in your own portfolio, and I will see you all for the next video.